Welcome to Pop of Genius on Urban Politics. If you would like to join our community, please subscribe to the channel, like and share. If you want to support the channel or buy me a cup of coffee for my research time, Cash App $ Pop of Genius Films, and thank you for all of your support.
Much of my content will take you into a deep dive into historical context. Introducing Olandria, she is the moment. She really is. Olandria, if you're not familiar with her, is a young, beautiful Black American woman. She is originally from Decatur, Alabama, and she is just rocking the fashion scene, the popular viral scenes. If there is a red carpet, more than likely Olandria is going to be invited to it. And Olandria was introduced to us through the reality game show, love game show called Love Island, and they have different variations of it in different countries, but we were introduced to her through that show. And what a breakout star, right? What a breakout star. Because a lot of times people have deemed Love Island and other dating shows of that genre that are primarily catered towards a white audience, but they have other people, other races that are also watching these shows, but they're so one-dimensional and they just cater towards white audiences, while they bring on, and especially this, women of color, but most especially Black women. And these shows have been deemed to have practices where they try to do humiliation rituals of Black women on these shows. They already go in with production with a preconceived plan to make sure that cameras and feelings and emotions and drama are not geared towards the Black women. Even when Black men are on the show, a lot of the Black men that get invited onto these shows and casted onto these shows have a lot of anti-Black hate. All right. And they are proud of it too. They make it very known. Their attention, no matter how beautiful the Black woman is, a lot of these Black men, especially when they come from like they're biracial Black men that are primarily raised by white women, their attention is geared towards white women or women that are non-Black. And so even with one of the other shows that was cited by the public for having this Dominican man who, in my opinion, he tricked this other young beautiful Black girl that he paired with, and they hooked up with each other, and they went with each other after the show. People were following them. They had this fan base. And then it came to her understanding by finding some of his texts that he really did not like her at all. He didn't like her appearance. He didn't like that she was Black, because a lot of Dominicans, a lot of white presenting Dominicans especially, they have a lot of colorism issues, a lot of anti-Black hate within their own culture. And so those texts were very detailed for her to realize that's how he felt about her. But moving forward, I am so glad that Olandria and also her partner that she paired up with, Nick is a white guy, and at first they weren't into each other. And let me tell you, I am not a Love Island watcher, okay? I'm not a fan of the show, only because of Olandria and another young beautiful Black girl who was on this show. It sparked my interest to watch just a little bit. And then after the show ended, that's when it really became something even bigger. And then there was this whole controversy of this Palestinian American girl. Her name was Huda, and she also has a lot of hidden. Allegedly, she has a lot of hidden anti-black racist notions on her own, and she's one of those that also buys into the fact that there's black men that will not choose black women and they will choose her and her aesthetics instead, or white women. And so she was counting on that. She thought she was going to be the apple of everyone's eye, but comes to find out she depended on modeling contracts. But comes to find out, Olandria, a dark chocolate black American woman, is the one that's getting all of these modeling contracts, all of this notoriety, and it's well deserved because she played her cards right. And even if Nick and Alondria are, if they're in love or not, they're both smart. They decided that they had a great camaraderie with each other on the show. They got each other's vibe. They had a friendship. And so, you know what? They gave it a try. And now it seems like Olandria is now like transcending that, just being in that relationship and just being known for being Nick's girlfriend, the Nicklandria. This duo they've got together, because they've done really well with appearances. But now Alondria, she's even doing her own challenges with her little sunglasses over her tummy. Now everybody's trying to do it. And Alondria is being given a really good opportunity, and she's taking advantage of that opportunity. Her talent management team, along with herself, they're doing an excellent job of not boxing her into this one type. Like, you know, she's from the hood, or she's just talking in one type of dialogue, or, you know, acting quote unquote ghetto. All of these, what can sometimes be negative typecasts that they like to place on black American women. I'm loving the fact that they are reminding the world that black women are regal. And that Bazaar magazine and that editorial, it just, chef's kiss. I loved it. And who was going to tell me that Alondria made it onto the cover of Ebony magazine? Oh my gosh, that's an even greater accomplishment. Here she is, a reality star and an influencer, and she is the moment she made it onto Ebony's cover of their magazine. I am so proud of this young lady. And not only, again, I started off describing her as being very smart, because she really is. She is a proud HBCU college graduate. That's a historical black college and university graduate. She graduated from one of the very few first established college and universities for black Americans that were newly freed from slavery here in America. And she graduated from Tuskegee University. This young woman is doing such great things. And if you don't know about Tuskegee University, it was started by Dr. Booker T. Washington. And this man was able to go to the White House, have conversations with the president, trying to steer newly freed black Americans into a brighter future. He opened up Tuskegee University, and along with that, it just opened up the floodgates of science, of arts, literature. And not only that, but Dr. George Washington Carver, who is very well known for being the scientist of the peanut and the many hundreds and hundreds of ways of using the peanut through science, medicine, and agriculture. He taught there. He was a professor at Tuskegee University in Alabama. And also, if you ever heard of the Tuskegee Airmen, the United States Tuskegee Airmen, they were trained there at that university campus. And then there's also I told you that science was on the cutting edge at Tuskegee University. This is the school that Olandria graduated from. If you know anything about syphilis today and how they're able to treat syphilis, it was unfortunately practiced and studied on the black men within that area. The Tuskegee University and their program, they were granted of federal money to study the effects of syphilis. So this is the school that Olandria graduated from. So this is a proud thing. I'm so happy for her. And I can't leave out Olandria's mom, Felicia McLaurin. She's a lovely woman herself. You see her. I see where Olandria gets it from. And she's been a ride or die for her daughter since the show of Love Island, when her daughter appeared on there. She's even went back and forth with the public defending her daughter, and people make up nasty rumors or whatever. Even there's some type of genealogy that did a discovery on her family, and to me, I just feel like it's nonsensical. It's just fluff, and who cares? But supposedly they had raised $30,000 because she has lupus. So Olandria's fan base contributed towards a fundraiser to help her mom get treatment. And this is allegedly now. But if that's the case, that's a good way of using your celebrity and helping the people that you love for the right reasons. But yeah, she's got a good, strong support system. I hope that she one day will get her own doll, because she looks like one. When I first saw her, I thought it was like, she looks just like a little Barbie doll. So I believe that in the future they may take advantage of her image. But yeah, let me know what you think about Olandria. Have you ever heard of her? Have you heard about Olandria and Nick? What do you think about Love Island and many of these other dating shows that have not had a good running with black women? But it seems as if they're going to start putting out new productions of these types of shows, they're going to have to start including and casting in more black women and more people who are into interracial dating. And if you're okay, if you just want to date your own race, that's fine too. But to have more open-minded people and not on there just for notoriety, like they really live this life, So please put your comments in there. Let me know what you think about Olandria, the Bazaar magazine, the Ebony magazine, and your own takes on some of these shows and that ritual that I was talking about earlier on. And also too, are you a HBCU graduate? And are you a graduate of Tuskegee University, Olandria School? Let me know. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I hope you have a great one, and I hope to see you down in the comments.
Welcome to Pop of Genius on Urban Politics. If you would like to join our community, please subscribe to the channel, like and share. If you want to support the channel or buy me a cup of coffee for my research time, Cash App $Pop of Genius Films, and thank you for all of your support.